Fast cars, fast service. Visit lebhobbies.com.
All right, everybody, you can see we're up at the table in my dining room because there is so much news this time. I got 3 pages of notes, and I have other notes here and there, so I just couldn't do this downstairs. I'm sorry. So we got a bunch of small manufacturers we're going to highlight today. They got some really cool stuff that they are working on, that they've done. Yeah. We have Trackside models we're going to start off with. This guy has done a really cool slot car ornament. It is a tub track as a slot car ornament. Yes, that's right, folks. You can get this ornament from them. I believe they've said that they're going to send me one, which is very, very cool. Much appreciated. And as soon as I get it, it's going to get talked about. Trust me. I really hope that you check these guys out, folks, because this is definitely a very cool little thing that they're making. Again, small manufacturer. Let's give him some support. There will be a link down in the description if I forget to put it there, which is entirely likely because my brain is that kind of brain. Shout at me and it will be there. Thank you very much. And a Trackside, if you want to put it in there, you're welcome to as well. I will approve it, naturally. So there you go. A couple different colors. Really, really fun. We need more stuff like this in the hobby, and I'm very happy that they've done this. Can you tell I'm happy, guys? Honestly so. Okay, now, still small manufacturers. Area 71. I've been contacting, or I've been chatting with Marco, as I usually do, and they have 2 new cars coming out first, but a bit of a preface first. So the Area 71, the name comes from 71 is when Marco was born, so he's a year younger than me because I was born in 70. Boy, I'm feeling old. And the area part is kind of reminiscent of Area 51. Area 71 do a lot of non-slot related items for manufacturers like in the aerospace and automotive industry. That's probably their bread and butter. And, the slot stuff, that's cool, but not their primary business. So, yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of folks that are doing slots as like a hobby business or a secondary business, not unlike myself. And Area 71 are some good guys. I chat with them as often as I can. Now the cars. Sorry for that digression, but there you go. There are, and I'm getting my screen up here for it, there are a pair of, these are prototype show cars, I guess you would say. Both 512S cars. Now these, as you can see, are very space age, and Modolo and a Berlinetta Speciale. These are really wild cars. I hadn't seen pictures of the real ones before, but these are absolutely cool. And this is what you get from a company like Area 71 that can make the design available, and if folks want to buy the car, they can buy the car on a per-piece basis. So, a really rare one-off car that no other slot manufacturer would touch. Also, I did want to mention, I misspoke the other day when I said that the only one to do modern Indy cars is MR slot car. They're going to be doing there soon. That's fantastic. So Area 71, as you probably know if you're a fan of their work, they do the modern IndyCar as well. I just did want to make that correction because, yeah, kind of unfair not to mention them when I said the only one. Anyway, you get it, guys. Okay, now we have Track Scenics. Where do we have the photos? Okay, so there is, and this is particularly cool. there is a gantry that goes over the control unit, like you see here, that kind of hides the control unit, if you will. Now, I mean, the control unit isn't, an ugly thing, but it's a really cool idea. And forgive me if other people have done this. I'm sure there are folks out there that have done something maybe similar, but this is a really cool kit that you can get that goes over the control unit. It's a Carrera deluxe gantry, deluxe Carrera gantry, something to that effect. And it goes over the control unit, hides it a little, pretties it up. Let's just say that. Let's not call it hiding. A little too negative connotation there. In any case, yeah, I really like this idea to kind of dress up what's already there. I think this is really very cool. What else do we have now? I'm going to insert a video that I did the other day as kind of like a midweek update about a Carrera car that's coming very soon, and Staff's Racing special magnesium wheels. Well, you'll see, folks. I did this the other day. You'll be back after this, and I'll be back after this. Staff's Racing wheels. These are, they're calling them Evo Mag wheels. They're magnesium. 4 different sizes and weights. Check these out, guys. Cool to have, 15.8s by 8.5 and by 10. You see the weight there, pretty freaking low. And then what are essentially rear wheels in 8.5 and 10 millimeter widths there. Really, really awesome stuff. Steven is doing some really great stuff, and very happy to see him kind of continuing to make some different and unique wheels. Also, Staffs are bringing out the orange BBS wheel that you see here. This is in addition to the BBS wheels that are already being produced. This is 16.9 by 8.5 and 16.9 by 10 millimeters. So add those to your bright orange car or green car or whatever. You're going to make a statement with those orange wheels, that's for sure. Also, we got a little bit of Carrera news here. Carrera have just let me know that the limited edition Oracle Red Bull Racing RB20 M Verstappen #1 Silverstone 2024 special edition is being released sometime this month, I'm told. So there you go, November. Here you go if you want a Red Bull. It comes in a tin box with the car and 3 mechanics, probably mid-November. That's probably the best bet for that one, guys. Also, there is this set, which has an exclusive car in it, which is pretty cool. If you're if you are in need of a set, you got a good chance to buy a really good starter set. 7.3 meters, which is about 24 feet, as the box says, is a pretty decent set to size set to start with. Rather, it does come with the wireless 2.0 controllers. So, you're looking at a pretty good value here, regardless. Even if you just do buy the set for the cars, you can sell off the rest of it and make your money back. Another small manufacturer we're getting to today. We're concluding all of the friends of the stream, friends of the channel, good folks, one and all. So we have Slot Invasion, a new chip that they're going to be importing, Slot Invasion US. They're going to be importing. It's the Slot Speed DPR hatch for hatch chip configuration, chip and the hatch door, built-in infrared sensor, easy plug and play. This is something that, there's been a Carson chip for a while now, but they can be hard to get. And in any case, so these will be available here in the US very, very soon to dealers like LEB, like the good folks at LEB. They will be selling these, I assume, quite soon. There is a 19-volt maximum operating range, compatible with high RPM and high amp draw aftermarket motors, easy plug and play. Onboard digital indicator that for programming that shows the status of the chip, which is very cool. It lights up inside. That's awesome. Thermal protection, requires a cooldown for reset, got it, and additional brake light plug for exhaust tip or F1 style brake light. Yes, folks, please and thank you. This is awesome that they've done this. You're seeing the photos here, and very happy that Slot Invasion have included me in this. Really means quite a bit because they are good folks and we want to support them in every way we can. Hey guys, okay, so now we get to some arrivals. NSR cars have arrived. Some other dealers have had these, but some had gotten stuck in customs, as happens. So there are 2 red Formula Ones that have arrived. These look really fantastic. And 2 actually red Lolas that have arrived. Very cool stuff. I know there's a lot of fans of the Lolas, so just mentioning that those have arrived. Also at dealers now, 3 Revo slot Toyota GT1s have arrived. John Player Special. Looks beautiful. Marlboro. And then let's call it a Japanese team colors one, maybe. I don't know which. It's a fantasy livery, of course, because there was only, like 2 different liveries of this car, excluding the numbers of the cars. Let's not get too pedantic, says the most pedantic person in the world. Anyway, very cool stuff. So now we're going to get to some of the larger manufacturers, okay? And really big news this week. And I will be honest with you, I did not know that these were coming this year. And I don't think anybody else did, because I talked to a dealer or 2 and they're like, wait, what? New Carrera NASCARs. Now, let's slow down a second. People are going to be, oh, Mustang, oh, Toyota. No, that's fine, though. A new Ally number 48. This looks quite nice. And, yes, a Bass Pro Shop car. This looks really cool in the camo. As you see here, these cars are arriving, I believe, next week. But let's just call it soon because, until they're in the warehouse and then Carrera get a chance to ship these out to dealers, they are not here. But very soon, you're not going to have to wait long, guys. There is a whole bunch of other cars that they have coming. 124 as well as 132 analog and digital. A couple Porsches, a couple Astons. Yes, the Red Bull Formula One cars, in addition to the Red Bull Special Edition car, which is going to be pretty spendy, guys, but it is what it is. There you go. And a really cool Martini VW van, because everybody needs a Martini delivered to them in a VW van now, don't we? Don't we? Yeah, we do. Sorry. What else do we have? Okay, now we get to some other notes here. We got a lot. Sideways are showing 2 different cars. A 3.5 CSI from Le Mans 1976. Beautiful looking car. There's been a lot of strong reaction to this car online. I know folks are going to be excited, as well as this beautiful white 512 BBLM. If you don't have a sideways car, you need to get a sideways car. More Revo slot news. BMW 2002s are going to be arriving fairly soon. Red jockey car, Rodenstock car, which is, I think, the personal pick of the litter. Although the Marlboro car with the mini lights, yes, I mentioned these cars before, but it's worth mentioning them again because they're awesome. We also have from the Revo slot BRM family of companies, BRM 330s that are coming very, very soon. Yellow and a pair of red ones. Looks very nice. Slot it. Yes, we got a lot going on here, folks. The Mercedes, the DTM, has been shown. The Sonax one, it's a special edition DTM. Also, a side note, Slotted have just raised their MSRP somewhere around $94. It's $99 for the special edition cars, I believe. So there we go, folks. Just passing the news along. just passing it along. The DTM absolutely looks phenomenal, so there we go. We are going to wrap this up with Scaleauto showing a couple of really interesting hypercars that they're going to be doing quite soon. We're going to be getting more of these pictures very, very shortly. Scaleauto are in the middle of a lot of racing events, let's say. So, yeah, really cool news coming from them. I've seen a couple of the dealers, probably in Europe with 124 scale form F1s or Grand Prix cars. I mean, maybe these have been out for a while. I think they have, but I just thought it was neat and I wanted to mention it again. There we go. Okay, so come back after this. I have added another couple racing events and or show events into the racing and show news. Come back after this and we will discuss something. Probably people whining. You know who you are. Alrighty, guys, this is going to be a fairly brief editorial. Well, two things. My annual plea for calm when we start getting new slot racers on message boards here, especially on Facebook, because, you know, these people don't need to hear anything more than support and basic tuning ideas and basic kinds of suggestions. You know, their initial posts are, hey, I just bought a Carrera set, and what cars can I get, or what can I do to make it better, or something. The best thing they can do is practice and clean their tires. Suggesting people buy the highest end slotted Scaleauto NSR cars right out of the box is probably not something that's useful, guys, because, you know, these folks are new to the hobby. They need to experience the basics first and make sure that they're going to stay with the hobby. So there we go. Let's just go easy on the suggestions about them making a wood track and all that kind of stuff, you know, a week after they got their first slot car track. Now the whining part, NSR is going to be announcing a new car soon at the Western NSR Nationals. And the announcement of that on Facebook and on their socials in general kind of degenerated quickly with a guy or two complaining about why don't they do it at another race, because, of course, that guy's going to be at the other race. You know, guys, companies, especially smaller companies, they do what they can. They can only be so many places at once. There can only be one first announcement at one place because, you know, they're physically at one place and at one time. And I have talked to NSR and asked them, please, you know, make the information available as soon as possible to everybody, so everybody has access to the information, because what we're talking about here is, frankly, just information. You know, I want that news as quickly as possible, you know, as well, for obvious reasons. You know, it's just news I'm doing here, basically. But, you know, complaining about where they're making the announcement just seems more than a bit childish. I would think most folks would agree, because they do what they want, where they want. There we are. I think that's it, guys. I will try to do a live stream this weekend. I have a bunch of work tonight It's going to start raining shortly, and I'm going to get rained on in nearly freezing temperatures. So that will be a lot of fun. And then I have a soccer game or two tomorrow afternoon, kind of far away. Anyway, yeah. So Sunday, I do expect to do a live stream. I usually do them later Sunday afternoon, somewhere around 4 p.m. I will make a post if I'm not going to do one here on the channel under the community tab. And if you're subscribed, please subscribe. And you click the little bell to get all notifications. You will be notified when I post essentially anything, whether it's a video or I just make a post keeping you all updated about what's going on here on the channel. If you care to get the news immediately about something I posted, that's the best way to do it. After you've subscribed, which again, subscribing is free, you just click on the little bell next to the subscribe button, and you go to the top suggestion, which is all, and they're just notifications. They're free. You get it. You can get them on your phone. You can get them in an email. They will pop up when you're on YouTube in general. So there we go, guys. I really appreciate the folks that hung around through the live stream the other day, which is, just kind of a little different thing. I'm just kind of working on my track, and there are some updates about that soon. So cool stuff. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you all again for stopping by. See you soon.